Good evening, friends. I have the pleasure of welcoming you to the RISE Awards. We are the Mpira Renaissance Band, and we play Afro-fusion music that hails from Zimbabwe. We are a band based in Edmonton, and we are happy to spend the evening with you today. Please feel free to dance in your seats, stand up and dance where you are, but most importantly, have a good time. Thank you.
I think you can do better than that for my favorite band, Mpira Renaissance. Yes. If you go on Spotify, that's Famba, right? That's the song that has the most streams, but it doesn't have anywhere near as many streams as it should. They're going to join us all night tonight, so let me introduce them to you. Chieza, Ronald, and Munya from Zimbabwe, as well as James and Gio, Mpira Renaissance. Give it up for them one more time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 17th anniversary of the RISE Awards. RISE, of course, as we all, or most of us know, stands for Recognizing Immigrant Success in Edmonton. It's brought to you by the City of Edmonton and hosted by EMCN. My name's Josh Clausen from CTV, proud sponsor of this event. And you'll notice I've run through another. Somehow, I've been hosting this event for like a dozen years. And I've gone through about 6 co-hosts. They host with me for two years, and then they're gone. Shaka, who's a member of Mpira Renaissance, he's not even in the building tonight. He doesn't want to be around. So hopefully, Tamiro Muhammad is my beautiful co-host, incredibly talented youth poet laureate, spoken word artist. You're going to hear from her a little bit later. Hopefully, Tamiro, I don't scare you off too much over the course of this evening.
We'll have to wait and see. The jury's still out on that, but I'm looking forward to hosting with you tonight. Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be here with you all tonight. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. I'm looking forward to what will hopefully be an unforgettable 17th anniversary for the RISE Awards, and of course, a 40th anniversary for EMCN.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. And there's actually, Tamiro's got a family connection. How long had your mom been involved with EMCN?
I think 30 years, yeah.
30 years. Give it up for your mom. Shout out for your mom. Yeah, EMCN's been doing great work in this community for 4 decades. I think this year was the 41st, so they're celebrating their 40th anniversary. Thank you to all of you. I see a lot of familiar faces. I saw a lot of you out in the foyer earlier that I recognized. Thank you to the dignitaries for coming this evening and for lending your support. We have an incredible evening lined up for you tonight. Listen, the performances are always great. Spectacular performances. You're going to be blown away by Tamiro. The awards and the people that we recognize are obviously the highlight, but also the buffet that we have for you outdoes every other event you will go to through the course of the year. So, As the night goes on, we'll meet some remarkable award recipients. We'll honor the extraordinary contributions of everyday Edmontonians and what they do for our community. Newcomers in our community really do increase the strength and diversity of Edmonton and make our community a better place. And so it's fantastic to be able this evening to welcome them and to honor them as we rightly should. Tamara?
I want to begin with a very important part of our evening, which is a land acknowledgement. I want to recognize that we live on the traditional lands of the First Nations, the Cree, Nakota Sioux, Stoney Cree Iroquois, all recognized in the Treaty 6 Agreement. This was also a traditional meeting and living space of Indigenous peoples, including the Métis, not recognized in the treaty. We recognize and honor space for these narratives, respecting the traditional landholdings beyond the official treaty with the Crown. Working with Indigenous communities is, of course, an integral part of what EMCN does as individuals and cultural makers. And a very initial first step towards building and maintaining healthy relationships is recognizing treaty and respecting the cultures that came before us as settlers and as immigrants to this land, and recognizing those that continue to flourish here. I want to invite you to please tune into our screens for a very special Treaty 6 video, courtesy of Explore Edmonton and our wonderful sponsors here tonight. And I also want to thank Elder Tom, who's here tonight and will be joining us on stage following the video.
Abaste, Danse, Anin, Oki, Etlenete.
Welcome to Treaty 6 territory and homeland to the Métis Nation.
Treaty 6 territory is home to many Indigenous peoples, the Nehewak, Niitsitapi, Métis Michif, Nakota Sioux, Dene, Inuit,
and many others whose footsteps that walk these lands.
So to wow,
Tanshe,
Aboaste.
Welcome to Indigenous lands.
Thank you for that video, Elder Tom. Please join us.
I should stand here. We have had a change. Elder Tom couldn't be here tonight, but we do have. Is it Elder Bernard? No. Wascapios? Yeah. Wascapios Bernard. Thank you for being here.
This is one I'm using. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here in front of all of you. Beautiful woman. This weekend is our Mother's Day. So I'd like to thank all of yous. Thank you for the tobacco, the protocol, which is the proper way to do things in First Nation culture. So with that, the prayer that I'll be sharing with all of yous and the entire city of Edmonton, all the agencies, the EMCN, Bent Arrow, all that have put this beautiful event together to honor all the people. I would be thanking the Creator, in our language it's Creator, the Great Spirit, and our grandfathers and our grandmothers that are also with us, our Mother Earth, because this is that weekend that we honor all women. And from there, the recipients, and after, in the prayer also for everyone here to get home safely. And I'm also going to ask all of yous to help me pray. All our prayers together are more powerful, is how I've been taught. So with that, I will start with our prayer for this evening. And Josh is going to help me also. Usually I don't use a microphone, and usually I don't like to stand above people. So this is, for me personally, this is a challenge. I like to be down. We're all equal. That's the teachings that I got. We are all equal. And I'm not going to ask you to stand up or sit down, right? It's however you feel comfortable. The Creator is going to hear all our prayers. And He does not, that Great Spirit does not judge us. So with that, I will start. This is east, right? I was just asking Josh what direction I'm facing. For us Cree, we usually face south. So I'm going to be facing this way. Tao ino, kia kapistigi naksimantu. Nas kumtin and otto sepia kisagauta samina pimia. Ego te pito tahia, isukumuya, wichuya, kakio, gekota sino, kokexcoak, napio, kotaea to. Ego mai nas kumtin ipito tahia ota. How ego kisto on the masumno, Kiagan with the meek namasquatimo, katia yapik. Kisto kotagat namasumno, Simonto Kisto, Kiam Yusukumai, Matao in our mutuai. Ha gisto gamanas kumt now notos, Kego se pit samia, Sukumuya, Wichuya. Iguamay nas kumt now. How and going now ski kukum no tepscow piece of notogo tayokan. Kisto gamanas kumt now notos, Kego se pit samia, Sukumuya, Wichuya. Iguamay kisto nas kumt now one mouse. How I got kukum no, Simonto Kisto, Kiom Yusukumai, Matao in our mutuai. How gisto gamanas kumt now notos, Kego se pit samia, Sukumuya, Wichuya. How enough nas kumt now kakio, how pascomostos as nisikasrian. How quichum to go after in our kianigan kiakabistigin, Ximantu. How kakio ta camu ayato, crescayato, capafato, comutihito. How negek aya asino, conexcoak, napiok, omota oste sistigito. We are oste, camu ayato, comutihito, cresque sucumuato, asino, utaisinimoa. Miu kreski tutako. Iguamai nas kumt now. What taga kakio ganek. Aya, asino aquisto camio ayato, and of iguamai nas kumt now toast. How kasukumuya, wichuya. Maga mayo gisita. How camio taxaco, kawiatamiu, aya at the kiwito. Kanachata kunik miskanoa, utapanasko. Iguamai quichim to go and not toast. How nas kumt now one most. Hi. Thank you all, and all the nominees also I included in the prayer that, and the winners. For that, have a great evening.
My deepest apologies, and thank you so much for opening the evening with heartfelt reflection and prayer. Thank you so much. Now, tonight would not be possible without our amazing community members and our sponsors who may have made this possible. I want to thank our incredible volunteers and RISE jury members. Thank you for taking the time to nominate and select tonight's winners. I want to thank our award sponsors, RBC, CPA, ASET, ECF, Northwest College, and of course, our media sponsors, CTV. The award recipient video we'll see tonight is created by our long-term partner, Tom Sorrell with Explore Edmonton, and our program and print sponsors are the wonderful C5 and Konika Minota. We'd also like to thank our generous in-kind supporters, including the Edmonton Expo Center, Invert 720, and Special Event Rentals. Of course, I want to extend a very special acknowledgement to the City of Edmonton for your continued support as our presenting sponsor. With that, please help me in welcoming Minister of Labor and Immigration, Minister Madu, to the stage to bring greetings on behalf of the province of Alberta.
Minister Madhu is held up, so when he arrives, we will we'll introduce him and get him to bring greetings. Right now, though, we'll bring up from the City of Edmonton, Councillor Karen Tang to bring greetings on behalf of the City of Edmonton and to present the proclamation for the event.
Wow, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Karen Tang, City Councillor, proudly representing Ward Garahio in the Southeast Edmonton here on Treaty 6 territory. It is an honor to be here tonight on such a joyous occasion. And I have to say, I've always enjoyed the RISE Awards. I've had the privilege of celebrating with you all in the past years, and I'm really glad that the awards are back, and in person this time. And so every year, the RISE Awards showcase the achievements and contributions of newcomers in our city. It is so important that we take the moment to celebrate these accomplishments so that new Edmontonians understand how their unique perspectives and actions are bettering our city. And as a Chinese Edmontonian, I relate to many of these encouraging stories that we're going to hear tonight. And you know, when I first landed in North America, I was 11 years old. And I know that it was because of a very supportive, connected newcomer community that my mother and I were welcomed. And when I moved here to Edmonton, it was in that same spirit that I was welcomed by a very intercultural community. And I've had the personal privilege of getting to know, to work with, and to develop relationships and friendships with so many of you here tonight in the room, the natural leaders in our communities. I see you, we see you, and I'm excited to celebrate with you tonight. And that's one of the greatest strengths of the city is our diversity. The cultural makeup of Edmontonians helps to build a stronger, more inclusive, not to mention safer community. And of course, we take pride in our differences through festivals, celebrations, and special evenings such as this. But at the same time, we're also faced with the ongoing crisis of systemic racism. And oftentimes, especially in the last while, we've really seen that manifest themselves as overt attack, racism, and discrimination and hate-based violence, disproportionately against certain people, especially Muslim women. And every person deserves the right to live in the city, in Edmonton, without fear of judgment. And I know we have many bridges to build. The City of Edmonton is actively working on this issue with the support of our Anti-Racism Advisory Committee in partnership with community members and partner organizations like yours. The committee's research, personal stories, and strategic advice, not to mention the way that they work across so many different communities, incorporating youth, gender, and accessibility perspectives, is going to help the city integrate tangible changes in our systems to ensure that we're achieving equitable outcomes for everyone. And together, we will build a safer and more welcoming place to live for all. So the city is honored to have the support of the Mennonite Center, an organization that dedicate your work to supporting newcomers. And for over 40 years, our two organizations have worked in partnership to create a more vibrant city. And so to commemorate all of your efforts, I would like to share the following proclamation on behalf of His Worship, Mayor Amarji Sohi. This is the proclamation, it's very official. Whereas Edmonton is a proudly diverse city that is striving to build a safer, more accepting community, and whereas newcomers provide unique perspectives and experiences which enhance our city's cultural mosaic, and whereas the RISE Awards allow us to celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of new Edmontonians in and around our city, and whereas the City of Edmonton thank the Edmonton Mennonite Center for Newcomers for their dedication to supporting immigrants and helping to build a more inclusive city, therefore, Mayor Amarji Sohi proclaims May 6, 2022, RISE Awards Day. Megan, would you be so kind? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. I will give it to you. And congratulations to all of the award recipients, so well deserved, and please continue to fight for positive change and equity. Thank you. Well, now I have this beautiful proclamation and nowhere to put it, so I'm going to put it right here. For now. Thank you so much, Councillor Tang, and for those kind words on behalf of the City of Edmonton for recognizing EMCN's RISE Awards with this official proclamation. So good evening, everyone. My name is Megan Klein. I am the Executive Director for EMCN, and I would like to welcome all of our distinguished guests. And we do have dignitaries here and award winners, but I would like to extend that distinguished guest to everyone who's here to celebrate tonight for us at our 40th and for RISE Awards. So, I've heard it a lot already tonight, how great it is to be here in person, for me to put on an actual dress for the first time in about 2 years. A little tighter than I remember, but I have so much gratitude in my heart right now. I don't know where to start, but I think the first thing we're going to do is a shout out for EMCN being fabulous at 40. On your table, you've got little noisemakers, so I encourage you to grab one and celebrate with me. I promise I won't do it right in the mic. Yeah, there we go. They were quiet noisemakers. So we are feeling good. We are feeling mature and middle-aged at 40, and we're so excited about the future ahead of us. So I would like to start off with a gratitude for the intrepid and big-hearted volunteers from our founding churches, First Mennonite, Lendrum Brethren, and Holyrood. 40 years ago, people looked out into the community and saw a need and answered that call. And here we are today, 40 years later, still helping people arriving in Edmonton, setting up a new life. So I think that's a pretty amazing accomplishment, and I want to honor those early volunteers. Thank you. EMCN, yes, that's right. Let's give them a hand. EMCN has supported thousands and thousands of newcomers over the decades. Some years, up to 17,000 people have been served through EMCN, which averages, I think it's, 46 people a day. That's an amazing number of people that are being helped. And we have so many stories to share. And as the inspiring Maya Angelou said, people might forget what you said, they might forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And I think if one word could sum up how EMCN makes people feel, that word is welcome. And I think that one of the greatest reasons for that is that we have an amazing group of staff and volunteers. They are the embodiment of our core values. We have some of them here tonight, and people who have been working with EMCN for decades, including Tamiro's mother, Mana Ali. But we've got volunteers like Irene Bergen, who've been volunteering with us for 40 years, and staff like Dawn Bergen, who have been with us for 40 years. So it's truly amazing. And I do want to also extend thanks to our government funders who invest in the important work that we do, and all of our important community partnerships. We have our C5 partners here tonight, and we have so many sister agencies within the settlement sector, some of whom are here tonight. I want to thank our donors, I want to thank our volunteers, and our incredible staff team who work so hard all the time, but especially during the past 2 years. You, all of you, have helped shape who we are, you've helped shape this city, and you're helping shape our future. For those of you who might not know us that well, I'll give a quick summary of what we do with our 4 pillars of support for helping newcomers moving from striving into thriving here in Edmonton.
We help newcomers settle in, figure out about life in Canada, learn to speak English, get settled into schools, succeed in their jobs, and we also help people connect and forge new relationships, and then learn to contribute back to the community. And we see plenty of evidence of that here tonight. We're also on the front lines when it comes to helping the most vulnerable and the most marginalized people within newcomer communities. That could be people whose health is impacted by trauma, people with LGBTQ plus identities who are perhaps facing discrimination. We are dealing with people who are impacted by racism, and we are dealing with and helping people who they're looking for ways to overcome these various barriers to success in their new life. We've got programs to help women and girls and seniors and so many people. Being a newcomer is challenging, and often it's just hard and it's tiring. And tonight we are here to celebrate the contributions of people who have made our city so much better. But let's not kid ourselves that it was an easy journey. They have overcome so many things to be the success stories that we're going to hear about tonight. That's why the RISE Awards are so special for all of us. It's important to have joyful events, to celebrate, to acknowledge achievements, and also to recognize all the people who have helped others to rise. So, while tonight's an opportunity for us to acknowledge these award recipients and the amazing nominees, I would like to thank the group of people who allowed us to be here today. So, that includes our numerous staff and volunteers who created this experience, and our planning committee who organized this magical night. Caitlin McAlone with CM Events, who's sitting off to the side here. Thank you, Caitlin, for riding out the 2 years of COVID with us. And the rest of our committee, Melanie Orr, Lori Hauer, Digna Lopez, Nadra Atia, Austin Ritchie, Tanya Gonzalez, Harika Chanana, Tracy Williams, and I've mentioned his name before, Don Bergen, who's retired and still giving back. Thank you, Don. And thank you at last to our RISE sponsors. You have also weathered these COVID years with us. Thanks to your support, we're here together to celebrate, to create joyful memories, and mark EMCN's milestone 40th anniversary. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have an amazing time tonight. This is also my first RISE Awards, so I'm really looking forward to this buffet that I'm hearing getting going, so I'll stop talking.
Thank you so much, Megan, and thank you to you, Karen. It's always a pleasure to see you. With that being said, I'd like to invite Minister Madhu up to the podium to please give greetings on behalf of the province.
Thank you so much, Timiro. Thank you, Megan. Mayor Sohi, if he's here, I haven't seen him. Thank you, David Shepherd, for being here as well. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kasim Madhu. I happen to be the member of the legislature for the good people of Edmonton Southwest. I am also very privileged to serve as our province's Minister of Labor and Immigration. You know, on behalf of your government, the government of Alberta, it is indeed my great pleasure to be here for this celebration. For 41 years, the Edmonton Mennonite Center for Newcomers has been helping newcomers with vital services, settlement, language development, and job search advice. Less than 20 years ago, I arrived in this province as a newcomer, like the clients that you serve. And I can tell you that the work that you do is critically important. I felt the impact of your work 20 years ago. I remember vividly my time with the Brandon Institute. It used to be called Brandon Institute. I hope that is still the name. Where I had to, though I was qualified and practiced law for several years in my country of birth, Nigeria, I quickly realized that it takes a lot to adjust to your newfound country, and that a lot needed to change. And so I am grateful for partners and organizations like yourself for the work that you do to ensure that newcomers to our province have a place in this province to achieve their full potential. And you can imagine that is why I'm so grateful to now have the opportunity to work with you to make sure that our province will continue to be a welcoming place for those who have chosen our country and indeed our province and city as their home, to build their lives, build their families, establish new businesses, and help build our communities. I know EMCN is one of the groups that excel at making newcomers feel welcome in their new home in Alberta. Alberta's government is proud of our long-standing relationship with EMCN, and we cannot thank you enough for all you do to help newcomers find success in this land. I am extremely passionate about newcomers. That's what led me into politics in the first place, to make sure that folks like myself and many of the clients that you serve fulfill their full potential, and will always be there to advocate on their behalf. With the success of Alberta's recovery plan, newcomers are more important now more than at any time in our past. Alberta's economy is booming. And if you are in doubt, take a look at the Stats Canada report today that says that for the first time in 2015, our unemployment rate dips to 5.9%. That will be the first time since April of 2015. And we added a record 16,000 new jobs, more than 10,000 of them full-time unemployment, full-time employment jobs. And we are finding that there are businesses who need the skills that are not available at this point in time. Part of that gap will be filled by a new program that your government of Alberta has established called Alberta at Work. Alberta's government is investing a record $600 million to support training to fill our province's needs for STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and other trades. It includes some grant and training opportunities that are specifically targeted towards newcomers and people that are underemployed in our province. To further support our success, the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, used to be called the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program, will accelerate permanent residency for entrepreneurs and people possessing skills we need right here in our province. We passed, as one of our first acts as a new government in the fall of 2019, the Fair Registration Practices Act, and established the Fairness for Newcomers Office to help speed up people's ability to use their skills right here. There is no greater waste than seeing talented people facing lengthy delays before they can take advantage of their training and find success. If newcomers have the skills we need, we have sped up the registration process, and we are holding professional bodies accountable to get you working in your field as soon as possible. We have also expanded access to low-interest loans for newcomers to help with professional licensing costs and application and examination fees. We are doing our part to ensure skilled work newcomers can use their skills and work towards their dreams as soon as possible. And over the last 3 years, we have also invested nearly $27 million to support settlement and language services. With the leadership of the Honorable Mohamed Yassin, the Associate Minister of Immigration and Multiculturalism, my ministry has made anti-racism initiatives and the promotion of multiculturalism a priority. Nobody feels successful when they don't feel at home, and we are working to ensure that people feel welcome right here in this province. And recently, we announced funding of more than $2 million to settlement agencies to support settlement and language services to help Ukrainians arriving in our province. And this brings Alberta's total assistance to Ukraine to more than $13 million, including support for all the EMCN has done to help. These are a few of the things that our government, your government, is doing to assist newcomers. But government action alone cannot ensure newcomers' success. To realize their incredible potential, newcomers need welcoming and inclusive communities that promote settlement and offer stability. They need friends and mentors and champions. They need the help of organizations that can guide them through adversity and help them navigate the nuances of life in a new country. They need to be reminded that their story is part of the story of our great province, that the gift they bring, education, skills, vision, experience, culture, values are priceless. That the gift, they need a chance to share those gifts, to make a contribution to their families, their community, and their new country. The RISE Awards celebrate not just newcomers, but also the individuals and local organizations and partners that build strong communities around newcomers. The awards recognize the interdependence of newcomers and their communities and their mutual value. Events like the RISE Awards symbolize the importance of newcomers and their support network to a more diverse and dynamic Alberta for all of us. It is a message that all Albertans need to hear, and one that I have always been proud to share. Once again, on behalf of your government, I say thank you to the RISE Award honorees, individuals and organizations for being there for those who need your support, and for your role in helping newcomers make the most of their hope, their optimism, and their extraordinary gift. Every newcomer can look back upon that one person that made the difference for them. And tonight, we honor the best of the mentors and friends that made a difference for newcomers this year. I do want to thank the leadership and the executives of EMCN, all of the volunteers, and all of the people that have stepped forward to help make sure that our province is a welcoming land for all of us. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Minister Madhu. It's nice to hear some music from the Mbira Renaissance in behind us. I know what all of you are thinking right now. You're thinking you'd like to hear me or someone else talk for probably another 15 to 20 more minutes? No, we've had a lot of speaking, and we promised you a party tonight. So let's get to our first performance of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Keisha is a South Sudanese singer-songwriter from Amiskwaci. Her music blends neo-soul and folk sonics with honest storytelling to allow both herself and her people to feel known. She's joined this evening by Nigerian-Canadian multi-instrumentalist and member of the Edmonton duo, The Victors. Together, they will share the best of West and East Africa with an intimate acoustic rendition of African Queen and Malaika. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Keisha.
You went crazy with it.
Just like the sun lights up the earth, light of my life, the only one I've ever seen with a smile so bright. Just yesterday, come around my way. Change my whole scenery with your astonishing beauty. Out of a million, you stand as the outstanding one. I look into your eyes, girl, what I see is paradise. You captivated my soul, and every day I want you more. How can I deny this feeling I'm feeling inside? Oh, couldn't make a brother sing, ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And you shine brighter than the moon, brighter than a star. I love you just the way you are. Malaika, nakupenda malaika. Nakupenda malaika. You are my African queen, girl of my dreams. You take me where I've never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, now you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Do, do, do. Love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you both for that absolutely amazing and stunning performance. Can we hear it one more time for Keisha and Victor?
Outstanding. All right, more incredible performances as the night goes on, and we have some awards to hand out as well, but it is now time to eat. The Edmonton Expo, yeah, a round of applause for that for sure. You can blow on your horns if you want to as well. Edmonton Expo Center has prepared an unbelievable cultural buffet, plentiful, that includes vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, and halal options. Spectacular. If you are a RISE sponsor or a recipient, those tables right now can make their way to the buffet, and Edmonton Expo Center staff will then come around to let the remaining tables know when it is their time to eat. So if you are a RISE sponsor or recipient, you can make your way to the buffet tables. Again, a reminder, cash bars are now open once again for dinner, and then after dinner, a dessert buffet and a coffee will be ready for you to enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the meal. My name's Josh. This is Tamiro. It's our honor to be your MCs this evening. We're back with the rest of the program after dinner. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's a few of you still in line for the dessert buffet. How about a round of applause, though, for the staff here and the chef at the Edmonton Expo Center? spectacular meal as always. We've got a little more entertainment lined up for you in a moment. Actually, we've got some entertainment lined up for you right now. I want you to meet. Where's my buddy Nayad? Nayad, come on up on stage. He wants to go. His stage name is 24 Experience. 24 Experience. All right, Nayad has a joke for you. All right. Nayad, maybe on this side. Then they can see you. All right.
First of all, I just want to give.
Hold on. I've listened to this joke, all right? So I made sure it's okay. Don't be worried. I mean, maybe stand up at the front so these people over here can see you. All right.
First of all, I just want to give a shout out to all the people who could make this possible. So let's give a round of applause.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to answer yes for the question all the time. So let's go. Will you guys remember?
You sound
me?
like my wife. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. All right, go.
Will you guys remember me tomorrow?
Yes.
Will you guys remember me next week?
Yes.
Will you guys remember me next month?
Yes.
Will you guys remember me next year?
Yes.
Will you guys remember me next 10 years?
Yes.
If you guys already know this joke, don't spoil it out. But knock knock.
Who's? Oh.
That was the joke.
Give it up for my man, 24 Experience.
Yes.
Thanks, Nayad. You're the best. Not only is he a good joke teller, but listen, I'll tell you a quick story about. I met him in the volunteer area in the back there, and he's eating a cookie. And I said, "Oh, there's cookies back here?" Not anymore. And I said, "You ate the last cookies?" Listen, there's actually one more left. But I wouldn't be a very good brother if I didn't take it to my brother. So I was like, all right, fine, take the other cookie to your brother. So that's my man. All right, before we get to our next performance, we do want to welcome those of you at home or at the EMCN office joining us virtually. We're in person and virtual this year for the RISE Awards. So hello and welcome. My name's Josh Clausen with CTV. This is my lovely co-host, Timur Mohammed, spoken word poet and Edmonton Youth Poet Laureate.
Once again, hello and good evening. I hope you all enjoyed dinner, for those of you that were joining us in person. If you'd like to talk about the amazing event on social media, then you can go ahead and use the hashtag EMCN RISE 2022, and you can tag EMCN at YEG Newcomers. While you're enjoying your coffee and dessert, feel free to go back for seconds at any time. I want to introduce our wonderful next performers. So for Sufis, music is a feast for the soul and a connection with the divine. The Sufi Music Ensemble, in their enchanting music, carries a sublime message of love and peace from Sufi traditional poetry, combined with modern sounds and a contemporary outlook. The Sufi Music Ensemble is led by accomplished artist Dr. Karim Gilani, who has performed globally and released 4 original Sufi and devotional albums worldwide. This unique ensemble brings their South Asian, East African, North American backgrounds to their tabla, flute, guitar, and harmonium music. Welcome to the amazing musicians, Kareem, Shafiq, Stefan, Jessica, and Baljit.
Thank you very much, everyone. After having such a beautiful, wonderful evening, it is difficult to sing, but we are here to entertain and share some of the Sufi stories which a lot of immigrants from South Asia bring with them when they move to this beautiful country called Canada. We are going to perform 3 songs in 3 different languages to show the diversity and the wisdom behind these songs. The first song is from 18th century, written by Satchal Sarmast in Saraiki language, which is the mixture of Punjabi and Sindhi. And it has a beautiful story of a clay pot. I thought it is important for us to understand little bit about the background of this particular song. So here it goes, is that there is a lover and there is a beloved. Lover is completely fallen in love with the beloved, but he can't express his love to his beloved. So what he does, every morning, he tries to chase his beloved while she is fetching the water. And then he says, because when he sees his beloved holding a clay pot on her arm, the lover said, "Wow, what a lucky clay pot, because he is in the arm of my beloved. I wish I was a clay pot." And then clay pot replied, "You better not to be. You don't know what I have gone through. I was just a mud. People used to step on me. I was pulled out from my source. I was molded, I was beaten, I was thrown in the fire, I was sold in a market just for 5 cents. I was lucky that my beloved saw me. Since then, I am with my beloved." So understand, the path of love is not an easy path. And this is for all the volunteers. You will be beaten, you will be molded, you will be thrown into a situation which is very difficult. But if your love for your beloved, which is the divine love, is strong, then one day you will be one with your beloved. So here it goes, Saraiki song, Mahiyar di Gadoli. पीरा पीर पीरा हजरत मीरा हो पीर पीरा पीर पीरा हजरत मीरा नाम जिदे जिह टुटिया जंजीरा हो मैं मुर्शिद कामिल कर दी हो मैं मुर्शिद हादी कर दी हाँ मैं यार दी गड़ोली भर दी सुन यार दी गड़ोली भर दी हमारी यार दी गड़ोली भर दी सारी यार दी गड़ोली भर दी दम दम अली 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 दम दम सच्चल सारा नूर इलाही सच्चल सारा नूर इलाही अली वली तेरे हमराई हो मैं हरदम रब रब कर दी हो मैं हरदम रब रब कर दी अली दम दम 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 ओ भला Thank you very much. The second song is a Punjabi song, and many of our friends who are here from Punjab would know Baba Bulle Shah from 18th century. Baba Bulle Shah was a revolutionary poet, and he countered a lot of politicians and kings in his time because he stood firm for diversity and equality. And in this poem, which we are going to perform, he says that it doesn't matter what your qualifications are. It doesn't matter how many wars have you won. It doesn't matter how many degrees you have achieved. But if you are not equal to each other, then there is no room in the paradise ahead for you. So this is a very beautiful song. And it is from our CD called Rahe Ishq, The Path of Love, which was funded by Edmonton Arts Council. So please enjoy that. पढ़ इल्म किताब दा तू नाम रख लिया काजी हद विच फड़ के तलवार तू नाम रख लिया गाजी मक्के मदीने हासिल कीता जे तू यार न रखे यारा जी जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया इश्क कमाल नचे बेसुरते बेताल जिस तन लग गया इश्क कमाल नचे बेसुरते बेताल जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिसने वैसे शकदा कीता जिसने वैसे शकदा कीता दुर दरबारों फतवा लीता जदों हजूरों प्याला पीता कुछ ना रहा जवाब सवाल जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया इश्क कमाल नचे बेसुरते बेताल जिस तन लग गया इश्क कमाल नचे बेसुरते बेताल जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया बुल्ला शाह नगर सच पाया बुल्ला शाह नगर सच पाया झूठा रोला सब मुकाया सचिया कारण सच सुनाया पाया उसदा पाक जमाल जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया इश्क कमाल नचे बेसुरते बेताल जिस तन लग गया इश्क वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया जिस तन लग गया वो लग गया जिस तन लग गया Thank you very much. Our last song for this beautiful evening. Before we sing that, I would like to thank on behalf of our ensemble, Sufi ensemble, to the wonderful organizer who have organized this beautiful evening. The last song is the Sindhi song Lal Meri Pat, which is the song of dance and movement and a lot of rhythm. So if you enjoy, please sing along, clap along, and it is about celebration. So let's enjoy the last song from our ensemble, Sufi ensemble. धूम ताना ना 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 तेरे दा धूम ताना ना 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 तेरा मेरा मेरा तेरा धूम ताना ना 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 तेरे दा धूम ताना ना 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 तेरा मेरा मेरा तेरा धूम ताना ना 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 हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालण हो लाल मेरी हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालण सिंदड़ी दा से बनदा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा बंदे अंदर हो लाल मेरी हो लाल मेरी चार चराग तेरे भरण हमेशा चार चराग तेरे भरण हमेशा पंजवा में मारण आया भला झूले लालण हो पंजवा में मारण हो पंजवा में मारण आया भला झूले लालण सिंदड़ी दा से बनदा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सलीदा बंदे अंदर हो लाल मेरी हो लाल मेरी जनन जनन तेरी नौबत बाजे जनन जनन तेरी नौबत बाजे जनन 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 जन 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 नन नन जन 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 नन जन नन जन मन जन नन जन 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 नन 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 जनन जनन तेरी नौबत बाजे जनन जनन तेरी नौबत बाजे Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Kareem, Shafiq, Stephen, Jessica, and Baljeet. Well done. Excellent. Now, before we announce the 17th RISE Award recipients, we do have a special presentation for you brought to you by my co-host. Tamiro, as we've been telling you, is a spoken word poet. She's written a beautiful poem in honor of EMCN's 40th anniversary. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tamiro.
Perhaps there is honor in paving the way for those to come. The promise of 1,000 tomorrows lingers in the air, and this tender sky is alit with prayers of bright futures. This is how we begin again. I plant roots as far as the eye can see and break bread with familiar strangers. I give thanks for the land and its first peoples, which is to say, I give thanks for all that is before me. My home fits into the worn creases of shoes. I carry my history with me. I build bridges that reach deep like the shoulders of giants. You see, we stand on the legacy of all those who survived in our honor. Maybe home is in our hearts. Maybe family is in open arms. Maybe community looks like us. So how do we nurture this great and terrifying new beginning? By building beams and raising ceilings as far as the breaking sky opens, creating bright futures for those that have yet to come. Community lives in the way we grow roots tangled, elbow deep, lost in the growth of it all. So take this as a gentle reminder for an agency that is all too familiar with community. May we sing ourselves into a new tomorrow and rise.
Wow, there you go. That's how you become a poet laureate. You're good with words. That is, wow, well done, well done. Okay, now, for Edmonton to thrive socially, culturally, and economically, as we all know, we need the rich diversity that newcomers offer. They introduce us to new perspectives, foods, cultural practices, they fill roles in the workforce, and they volunteer. The RISE Awards recognizes this. The RISE Awards celebrates this. And the nominees and recipients are a remarkable example of true community spirit, the kind of spirit that makes Edmonton a wonderful place to call home. So, with that, who wants to meet this year's award recipients? Pull out your noisemakers. Let's make some noise. Sorry, I don't have mine handy either. No, that is the saddest. Ladies, all right, stop with the noisemakers. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming ASET past president Kevin Whelan to the stage to present the ASET Building Futures RISE Award tonight.
Thank you. I'm so glad you got everybody to use their noisemakers. I was worried about having to follow these previous two very skilled acts. So thankfully that broke it for me. I appreciate that. Good evening, everyone. This evening I have the pleasure of presenting the 2022 ASET Building Futures RISE Award. The award recognizes a group or organization that demonstrates an exceptional commitment to innovative engagement with immigrants with the goal of creating a more welcoming and inclusive community for all. Rajo Project Center for Resilience and Social Development, CRSD, is a community program supporting Somali Canadian youth, adults, and their families by using a holistic approach to address the cultural, social, and economic well-being of their personal development and settlement integration within schools, communities, and Edmonton. This includes addressing positive thinking and effective decision-making, peer relationships, positive parent-child communication, and stronger parent-school engagement. Rajo is also working to address systematic racism in Queen Elizabeth School and has a program that creates opportunities for individuals in group therapy facilitated by clinical counselors that address the children's emotional, academic, and psychological needs. Congratulations, Rajo Project Center for Resilience and Social Development. Please turn your attention to the screens for an introduction to the 2022 Asset Building Futures RISE Award recipient.
For me, Rajo is deserving of this award because, first of all, in terms of cultural diversity in our school, they maintain a presence in our school in a very positive way, in the sense that their number one goal is to support our students, and their main focus is the Somali community. However, they work with all of our students. They are also mental health counselors, so they're trained and educated in that area, and they truly have developed a program that allows for students to come in when they're having mental health issues, resettlement issues, family issues, or just need guidance in any way. They come into that program and do that. Because also Rajo means hope in Somali, and so they really, through their work, embody this idea of hope for all students and their families. So the connection is there. And to me, if we can connect school with families and community, we're building a better future no matter what. So that is why I think they are so deserving of this award. Congratulations, Rajo Project, on being selected as the well-deserving 2021 ASET Building Futures RISE Award recipient.
I am honored and humbled to present this award. Please join me in welcoming Supervisor for the Rajo Project, Zaki Hirabe, to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Zaki Harabi. I'm the project manager for the Rajo Project. I have to my right our clinician, Faiz Omar, and to my left, I have Abdullah Abdi, who is our outreach worker. We have many more staff that couldn't make it today, so on their behalf, I'm going to be thanking them as well as making a quick speech. I was told I only have 2 minutes, so I'm going to try and stay under 2 minutes. I want to start by first thanking Allah for giving us the opportunity to be a part of the program like Rajo. I want to thank EMCN and the wonderful staff at EMCN for honoring us today. I want to thank JJ Kennedy, who is wonderful staff at Queen Elizabeth High School, who's nominated us and believe in our work. Lastly, I would like to thank my mother and my father, who are my role models, my mentors, and my best friends. I would not be who I am without my parents' guidance, sacrifice, and unconditional love. Growing up, I was fortunate to have people in my life to never allow me to give up. That was the mindset we had for the youth in our program, that no one gets left behind. Through chaos, born resilience. Hope keeps you going. Anthony Luciano said, "The chain that breaks you are the chains that make you, and the chain that makes you are the chains that break you." This is the true definition of what it means to be a black youth. What breaks us is what ultimately makes us a better version of ourselves. And the audience, the social workers, the educators, and the mentors, I'll leave with you one challenge today, and that is to take time to get to know youth that is different from the kids that you've known and know about their life experiences. It is then we a society can do better. And I would like to thank the Rajo students for allowing us to be a part of your life. Without you, this would all be non-existence. To conclude, I would like to, for the current and former students of the Rajo Project, I'd like to leave you with a quote from my favorite actor, Mr. Denzel Washington, who said, "Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and that ultimately fuels disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals." Thank you so much. And I have yeah.
I'm just gonna add one thing. I wasn't gonna talk. I just want to say we are all successful because we are the children of immigrants. I was born in Canada, and on Sunday, my mom, who's in the back, will be in Canada for 31 years. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for introducing the phenomenal recipients, and congratulations once again, Faiza, Abdullahi, and Zeki. I have had the absolute privilege of visiting the phenomenal Raja classroom, and you are truly a pillar of our community. So thank you once again. Let's hear it for them one more time. All right, keeping track of papers. Next up, please help me in welcoming the EMCN Board Chair, Bin Lau, to present the Arts and Culture RISE Award.
Hello. I didn't expect to be up here, so forgive me if I'm reading off the script word for word. I have the pleasure of presenting the 2022 Arts and Culture RISE Award. It recognizes an immigrant artist who demonstrates an outstanding commitment of community engagement through the arts and culture with the goal of creating a more welcome and inclusive community. Chris is a sculpture and art teacher with Edmonton Public Schools who specializes in sculpture and painting. He is a native of Nigeria, and he's continuously being celebrated as one of the best visual teachers and artists in many parts of the world, including Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America. Congratulations, Chris. But for now, please turn your attention to the screens for an introduction to the 2022 Arts and Culture Award recipient.
I nominated Chris because I personally find his work phenomenal. I love his artwork. I know that he's done some sculpting as well. He's worked for the city of Grand Prairie, actually all over the world, in Ireland, Africa, to out here in Canada and Alberta. So his artwork to me is beautiful. I believe his focus right now, and has been over the last few years, really focused with youth, working with young people in schools, outside of schools, within the community, helping them kind of find their own artistic voice. I think Chris is an amazing artist. So then the work that he does within the community, the work that he does with youth of all over the city, and not just in Edmonton, but I know that this has been a kind of a lifelong pursuit of his, working with youth all over the world, as well as getting his own art out there and celebrated and recognized. And I think that he's not just an amazing artist, but an amazing person as well. Really enjoy his positivity, his kind and gentle nature. He's been an inspiration to me, and I'm sure that he's been an inspiration to many people all over the world. Congratulations, Chris, on being selected as the 2021 Arts and Culture RISE Award recipient. You got this. Way to go. Yay!
Friends, please join me in welcoming Chris Nwoke to the stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Edmonton. Thank you, Canada. You gave me the opportunity. I started as a kid artist about 7 years ago, when I was about 7, in Africa, in Nigeria. I'm an Igbo man. So my parents taught me this art early, and I give all the glory and thanks to my mom and my dad. They discovered me when my brothers want to be doctors, lawyers. But my mom made me to be an artist. She supported me. But through art, I won the Best Artist of the Year in Republic of Ireland. I directed St. Patrick in Dublin. I work with the youth, immigrants in Ireland. So from Ireland, I came to Canada here, the same thing I did in Toronto, and exactly what I'm doing here today. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. I want to teach you my language because this is art and culture. I'll start from my roots. I want to teach you how we greet in Igbo land. Kedo. Odemma. Now, do it more romantically. Put your hand on your chest. Please, do me a favor. Even if you don't mean it, just pretend and act. Now say, Kedo. Odemma. How are you? I am fine. How are you? I am fine. Let it sound more romantic. How are you? I am fine. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Ben. Congratulations, Chris. I am fine. It's good. I like that. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, for our next award, please help me welcome to the stage Assistant Branch Manager and Advisor with RBC, Falaki Akusanya, to present the RBC Rising Star Youth Rise Award.
Good evening, everybody. This evening, I have the pleasure of presenting the 2022 RBC Rising Star Youth Rise Award. This award recognizes an immigrant youth who has demonstrated outstanding initiative in civic engagement on social issues, with the specific goal of creating a more welcoming and inclusive community for all. Cindy Katurao immigrated from the Philippines to Canada in 2007, about 15 years ago, when she was just 10 years old. Personal experience of being a youth immigrant, navigating a new country, language, and people ignited her passion to ensure that migrants and newcomers have access to services and the help that they need to settle. In her works, she has identified the lack of an easily accessible and comprehensive resource for temporary foreign workers. She also has helped create what is now known as Ayulong, a grassroots organization that advocates for the rights and protection of migrant workers here in Alberta. Aside this, she has submitted a policy resolution regarding the possibility of granting migrant workers status upon arrival. And in addition, she has served her 2-year term as youth counselor with the City of Edmonton, where she championed diversity, showcased the diverse cultures and arts of young Edmontonians, and advocated for their well-being. Huge congratulations to you, Cindy. please turn your attention to the screens for an introduction to the 2022 RBC Rising Star RISE Award recipient.
I think Cindy is so deserving of this RISE Award because she is so committed to the Edmonton community, and even though she's so young, I think that she's going to do so much more in the future, and I think this is just a great way to recognize the beginning of all the impact that she's going to have in the Edmonton community. So because she has all this experience, she was really willing to share that knowledge with the other folks in the program who didn't have as much experience as her. She was always willing to lend a hand. And I think that's the great thing about her. If people have ideas, she's like, let's find a way to make it happen. And I just think that's so cool, especially because there's not a lot of youth representation at big tables. And so I think if more people like her were recognized, maybe the next young person can be inspired by her as well. Congratulations, Cindy, on being selected as the 2021 RBC Rising Star Youth RISE Award recipient.
And I had the pleasure of sharing the table with her, and in the few minutes we spent together, I could tell that there's still a lot more that this young lady can achieve in this society. Join me in welcoming Cindy Catterall to the stage.
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, EMCN, RBC, and the City of Edmonton for this award. I'm honored to be recognized for my community service centering on immigrant and migrant workers. I also would like to thank my nominators, Eunice Deroni, Sitara Naidu, and Gurpreet Balina, for getting me here tonight. Eunice galvanizes youth leadership positions at Vaughan, Alberta, while Sitara has fervently worked with the YWCA Edmonton to organize the Imagine That conference, while Gurpreet educates on online hate at Social Stride Advocacy. All incredible leaders from immigrant backgrounds. Thank you all for taking the time to uplift a fellow racialized woman and writing such kind words celebrating service to a community that is often overlooked. Thank you to my dear friends and fervent supporters, Dolly, Laura, and Shivani, for supporting and engendering the community over competition approach, for fostering an uplifting environment where women help each other succeed. Whether you're an immigrant, migrant worker trying to access your rights and resources, or a young racialized woman pursuing a leadership role, I believe that everyone deserves equitable access, the resources and connections necessary to fully achieve their potential. I want to remind you that you belong and that I will do everything in my power to help. Maraming salamat, and please enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. Once again, congratulations to you, Sydney, and thank you, Folake. I think we can also nominate them both for the Best Dressed Award tonight. Let's hear it for them one more time. We're going to take a brief break to watch a video celebrating EMCN's 40th anniversary, so I invite you to bring your attention to the screens once again.
The 1980s brought us the Walkman, Pac-Man, and the World Health Organization declared that smallpox was eradicated. Closer to home, Terry Fox started his marathon, and "O Canada" became the official national anthem. Here in Edmonton, the Edmonton Mennonite Center for Newcomers was being forged in a living room. A refugee crisis erupted following the Vietnam War. Between 1975 and 1995, 3 million people fled Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. Many escaped on boats to neighboring countries and were eventually settled in Europe, Australia, and Canada. Prior to 1979, Groups of 5 or more people could sponsor refugees. However, they would be financially responsible for those sponsored for 1 year's time. In a response to the crisis in Southeast Asia, the Mennonite Central Committee of Canada negotiated with the federal government to assume those liabilities. If a group of people or congregation had a letter of authorization from MCC, they could take in refugees. Immigration Canada did not have to spend time and money screening applicants, as MCC had already done the work. Helping those people fleeing by boat was a continuation of supporting the people of Vietnam. The Mennonite Central Committee had worked there since 1954. One of the many volunteers who spent time in Vietnam was Anne Falk. Anne was on a study leave at the University of Alberta at the height of the refugee crisis. She was also volunteering at the Edmonton Immigrant Services Association and saw firsthand how overwhelmed the system was. Anne took a break from university to return to her role as a full-time volunteer assisting Vietnamese immigrants with medical and health-related issues. She was in high demand as she was one of the few people with knowledge of the Vietnamese language. Anne Falk wanted to do more to help. She and friend Irene Bergen got a dozen people together in Irene's living room to discuss how to make a bigger impact. As a result, the Mennonite Central Committee of Alberta established a board to operate a drop-in center for new Canadians in Edmonton. As Southeast Asians continued to arrive at the Immigration Reception Center of CFB Griesbau, this new group began to, as the board minutes say, coordinate the efforts of the Edmonton Mennonite churches in assisting newcomers to Edmonton. The Edmonton Mennonite Center for Newcomers opened its door at Spruce Avenue School on May 5, 1981. The only staff was Anne Falk and Don Bergen. While Anne assisted people bridging the language gap for things like medical appointments, paperwork, and other settlement issues, Don served as office administrator and coordinated over 60 volunteers. He found housing and employment for the newcomers. Don delivered food hampers and helped with forms like EI and income tax. As the EMC grew, they added the talent of Tan Nguyen as a Vietnamese settlement worker. The position was one of Tan's creation. He started in the gardening program in Mill Woods. After seeing the EMCN in action, Tan submitted a proposal that would be the beginning of the orientation and settlement services. If we fast forward 20 years past 40 additional programs, it brings us to the RISE Awards. The 2000s were a time of strife in the world, with bombings in London and Madrid and the events of 9/11. Xenophobia was on the rise. The EMCN decided to step in and celebrate the contributions of newcomers, immigrants, and local organizations for their commendable service to building strong communities through social, cultural, and economic development. Recognizing immigrant success in Edmonton, or the RISE Awards, were created in 2003 and have continued since. Here we are in 2022 celebrating 40 years of the Edmonton Mennonite Center for Newcomers that was only planned to be a temporary effort during the Indochina refugee crisis. In fact, the EMCN's original application for funding from the Mennonite Central Committee in the 1980s stated, "We do not plan to develop a permanent program." One of the members of that first board in the 80s, Jeanette Thiessen, said, "The Mennonite experience was that our parents and grandparents had come from somewhere else. They were refugees or immigrants when they came here. It just seemed like a natural thing for us to welcome these people." Henry Dick, who was also on that first board of the EMCN, stated that Anne Falk convinced him and his wife to take a Vietnamese family into their home. A year or two later, after that family had settled into their own home, Anne approached him to take another family. Henry clearly remembered her saying, "We had space and we were people of goodwill. Why wouldn't we just do the thing that was right to do?" As Henry said, how can you argue against that? Tan Nguyen arrived at the EMCN after fleeing imprisonment at a re-education camp in Vietnam. He said, "I made a plan when I was in prison that if I got released, I would change the way I was working and do something good for the community. He turned down a number of positions in the government to continue his work with EMCN and stated, "I don't know whether I'm stupid or not, but I think that was the right thing to do." All the stakeholders and staff involved in helping newcomers for the last 40 years are people just like you and me. That desire to help our fellow humans resides in all of us. The last 40 years were not without difficulties. Funding was not guaranteed during economic downturns nor during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the need is ever present to continue doing the right thing. Thank you to the people involved with the Edmonton Mennonite Center for Newcomers for the past 4 decades. The EMCN has brought the community of Edmonton compassion, collaboration, strength, and diversity through responsible persistence and participation. We look forward to our next milestone anniversary as we continue to support newcomers to thrive.
It's an honor to be celebrating such a historic milestone. And with that being said, let's get back to celebrating phenomenal community members. Please help me in welcoming Joanne Curry, Director of Grants and Community Engagement with the Edmonton Community Foundation, to present the first ever ECF Community Leadership RISE Award.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. This evening, I have the pleasure of presenting the 2022 ECF Community Leadership RISE Award. This award recognizes an immigrant who demonstrates a remarkable commitment to community engagement with the goal of creating a more welcoming and inclusive community for all. On September 18th, 2001, Hayat El Osmani and her family arrived in Canada as immigrants from Lebanon. She is now a proud Canadian citizen who continues to empower and educate others about the importance of acceptance, diversity, and social equality. She is the founder and director of the Be Smart Learning Center, which has run weekend classes for children to learn cultural studies and the Arabic language. She gives back to the community in many ways, including enriching the lives of children, women, and people in need, such as seniors, people experiencing homelessness, the people who struggle financially to bring food to their table, or pay their child's school tuition. Congratulations, Hayat. Please turn your attention to the screens for an introduction to the 2022 ECF Community Leadership RISE Award recipient.
So I'm glad to be representing my mom here today for this RISE Award. Overall, she's done many great things in the community. She is the direct owner of Be Smart Daycare and Be Smart Preschool. Throughout her journey as a business owner herself, she experienced many things and been able to connect and network with many people in the community. She runs various events in her organization, such as various children events that help them overall, teen events, religious events, and she overall helps the community. She gets kids from the daycare and the preschool, and they go visit the elderly. And overall, the elderly really enjoy that because you're connecting with the youth and the senior together, which is really cool and interesting just to witness to yourself firsthand. It's really fun to see just because the elderly get really excited and the children want to learn that experience and knowledge. They can gain it from someone older, which is really nice to see. Another initiative she does is various food drives and food banks and charity donations throughout the year to various different charities. For example, on Christmas time, she'll donate toys. During the winter, cold winter months, what she does is she donates winter jackets, blankets, socks, just various things to help the people around that may not have the privileges that we do on a day-to-day basis. I don't know how she does it, but she somehow always has time for the family and for her work. She's a really hardworking person, and she always has that good work-life balance where she's able to drive forward and be a good person as a family member, as a good mother, and she's able to be a good driving force for the community and be positive overall for everyone else. She always looks out for everybody, no matter who you are. She's always there to lend a helping hand to assist people wherever help is needed. Congratulations, Hayat, on being selected as the 2021 ECF Community Leadership RISE Award recipient. We love you, Mom, and congratulations.
Please join me in congratulating Hayat El Osmani. She's not able to be with us here today, so I will just accept on her behalf. Thank you.
That's too bad with Mother's Day coming up on Sunday that she didn't see that greetings from her kids. So hopefully that video will somehow find its way to her. Thank you so much, Joanne, and congratulations to Hayat. Now, there were over 15 nominations in the community leadership category, so we couldn't pick just one this year. We picked another one. Please welcome to the stage Neka Otobulu, Director of Communications and Equity Strategy with ECF, to present the second Community Leadership RISE Award.
Good evening, everyone. This evening, I have the pleasure of presenting the second 2022 ECF Community Leadership RISE Award. This award recognizes an immigrant who demonstrates a remarkable commitment to community engagement with the goal of creating a more welcoming and inclusive community for all. A native of Ethiopia, Nunu Desalgne helps African newcomers navigate their way through all the complexities of life in a new land. Although she operates the Habesha African market, Nunu truly shines in her passion for uplifting the 107 Avenue community spirits, be it with art, music, or food. In a community faced with many life challenges, Nunu has become an inspiration to others on how working together to uplift an entire community is important. So congratulations, Nunu. Please turn your attention to the screens for an introduction to our second 2022 ECF Community Leadership RISE Award recipient.
We use terms like leader or volunteer or community advocate. They don't sum up Nunu very well. She has a brilliance to her, a light around her that is kind of hard to describe. But she's one of those people who contributes to her community joyfully. She does it with such grace and laughter. She does things every day to uplift this city and in particular her neighborhood in a quiet, gracious, humble way. She is so deserving of this award. You know, we use this term hero and we tend to apply it to men in uniform, sometimes women in uniform. But it's the ones that quietly do this work, helping people in really difficult circumstances, day in, day out, without pay, when they don't have to do it. It's not their career. To me, that's really heroic. And Nunu is absolutely one of my heroes. Hey, congratulations, Nunu, on being selected as the 2021 ECF Community Leadership RISE Award recipient.
Unfortunately, Nunu is not able to be with us today to receive this award, but her friend is here, and so please join me in welcoming Yvonne to the stage to receive the award on her behalf.
Hello, everyone. Nunu couldn't be here today, but she has a few words and a voice note. My phone is about to die, so I'm going to do this really fast. Oh, that sounds great. And just thank them for me for the award. I'm truly honored. I'm very passionate about my community and really proud Habesha women creating a strong community for my children to be comfortable and proud for who they are. Now the voice note starts.
thank them for selecting me, and I am truly honored for just being recognized for doing what I love to do. As far as my community involvement is, I really hope that I help to shape up a better tomorrow for my kids, as well as for the new generation. And I am honestly, truly happy with what I see. Community, basically. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Nunu, congratulations once again. Thank you so much, Neka and Yvonne, for making that possible. Next up, please help me in welcoming to the stage Dean of Faculty of Skills and Foundational Learning with Norquest College, Maroro Zinyemba, to present the Norquest College Welcoming Workplace RISE Award.
Good evening, everyone. This evening, I have the pleasure of presenting the 2022 Norquest College Welcoming Workplace RISE Award. This award recognizes an employer who demonstrates outstanding promise to achieve cultural awareness and appreciation, with the goal of creating a more welcoming and inclusive workplace for immigrants. BUILT employs talent from all over the world and has been an employer partner with the EMCN Constructing Futures program since 2019. Since then, they have hosted 4 immigrant professionals in 10-week work experience placements. BUILT recognizes the value and strength that diversity adds to an organization, as well as appreciates the skills and experience that immigrants contribute to organizations. BUILT and Jeff Gould specifically have shown themselves to be real community partners and champions in recognizing immigrant talent in the workplace, including referring the EMCN Constructing Future program to other employers in their network. Congratulations, Jeff Gould and BUILT. I invite you to turn your attention to the screens for an introduction to the 2022 Norquest College Welcoming Workplace RISE Award recipient.
I chose to nominate BUILT for this RISE Award because of what I've observed of their organization in the past couple of years of partnering with them. So one big thing is that all of our program participants who have joined their team have spoken really highly of the welcoming workplace, the supportive leadership that they have at BUILT, and the real opportunities that they've been given to actually meaningfully contribute on projects. So there's been clear recognition of their talent and the skills that they offer, and so that was a really big driving factor for why I chose to nominate BUILT for this. A diverse organization is a stronger organization, and to me, that's not just a slogan for them, that's something that they're really living out in welcoming immigrant professionals to their team, promoting them and really recognizing the talent that they bring. But beyond that, their organization has referred us to other employers when they haven't been a good fit. Jeff has been willing to meet with other immigrant professionals to offer support in kind of an informal mentorship type of way. And for all of those reasons, I feel like BILT is really deserving of this award.
Congratulations, BILT, on being selected as the 2021 Norquest College Welcoming Workplace RISE Award recipient.
So this evening, I will be accepting the award on Jeff Gould's behalf and BILT, as he was not able to join us at the last minute. So thank you very much, and congratulations to BILT.
Thank you, Mororo, and congratulations again to Jeff on BILT's behalf. Now, our final award is the most prestigious award of the night. So we're going to bring back to the stage. Please join me in welcoming back to the stage Minister Casey Madu to present the Lifetime Achievement RISE Award, sponsored by CPA.
Good evening once again. This evening, I have the pleasure of presenting the 2022 CPA Lifetime Achievement RISE Award. Let me first say, speaking for myself, it is an incredible privilege and an honor of a lifetime to be able to present this award to this recipient. This award recognizes an immigrant who, over a significant period of time, has demonstrated an exceptional commitment of community engagement with the goal of creating a more welcoming and inclusive community for all. We all contribute in our own ways. And Javed Nagvi, I call him Jerry, has made Edmonton a more cosmopolitan and accepting city through his contributions to immigrant careers, helping immigrants enter politics, and developing the built environment in our city. And I can confirm that. When I was thinking about public life, Jerry was there for me. I happen to be one of the beneficiaries of his generosity, his mentorship, and his leadership. Javed left his family and home in Lahore, Pakistan in 1964 to come to Canada on an engineering scholarship. After having difficulty entering the engineering profession, and I think many people in this room can relate with that, he pivoted to real estate, and in 1973 became vice president of the development at Alaco Development before venturing out on his own. In 1980, Mr. Nagvi founded what has now become Cameron Corporation, a privately held real estate and investment company, active in the development of commercial, residential, and industrial real estate. Cameron Development, along with its numerous affiliates, is known in the national real estate development community as a developer of first-class retail and residential projects of high architectural and aesthetic quality. The Cameron Corporation is one of the most active commercial development companies in the Alberta market, with over 8 million square feet of real estate development projects in which the company has participated. Javed has a deep sense of civic responsibility and has been a supporter of the political electoral process, starting in the 1970s with the late Mr. Lawrence Decort's successful political career. Since that time, he has had a real passion for encouraging others, especially immigrants, to become involved in the political arena at the municipal, provincial, and indeed at the federal levels. He has helped immigrants climb the political ladder by providing mentorship, networking opportunities, strategic advice, fundraising support, and more. He has used his considerable business clout, and I would dare add political clout, to be an effective advocate for minorities in politics. Congratulations, my friend. Please turn your attention to the screen for an introduction to the 2022 CPA Lifetime Achievement Award recipient.
Why did I nominate Uncle Javed for the RISE Award, a Lifetime Achievement Award? I think there's so many reasons. It's impossible to overstate his contributions to community, to the city. You know, he's literally terraformed acres of the city and reshaped it in a fundamental level, right? Shaped the homes and amenities we're used to. And that alone would be enough to, recognize someone with a Lifetime Achievement Award. But there's also his contributions to community, to generations of community, to building people, building institutions, supporting a myriad of endeavors across many, many sectors, and doing it in a way that's very humble and very, very true to the essence of what it means to be a servant of the community. And so the reason I nominated him was because of how much of a contribution he's made to individual careers, to lifting people up, to supporting the development of community, and of making Edmonton a better place. Congratulations, Uncle Javed, on being selected as the 2021 CPA Lifetime Achievement RISE Award recipient.
Please join me in welcoming our friend, Jerry Nagvi, to the stage.
Thank you very much, Casey. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. Well, thanks God that I don't have to make any speech. They gave me just one pager to just thank everybody, that's all. Because if I start my speech, it's going to be 4 o'clock in the morning. So I better not start that. So, they gave me 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, knowing that I can go on forever. My stories are very well said. My experience when I came to Canada in 1964, 58 years ago, I have seen lots of hardship, lots of discrimination, but at the end, the Canadian has been terrific, very good friends, helpful. There's one story I'll tell you, a small one, before I starting to thank, that when I came to Canada at the airport, I had no place to go. Somebody gave me the address. Because as a student, they gave me the address. To go to the university area, it's called the house called the Pakistani House. No address, just called the Pakistani House. So I said to the taxi driver, I said, would you take me to the Pakistani House? And he said, where is that? I said, I don't know. So maybe somewhere around the university. So he took me there. And there was no such a thing. So we just went from street to the street, and this guy knocked almost every door. At the end, he said to me, he said, well, there's a place for rent. So he asked the lady, would you mind to take this young man? I was only 22 years old, skinny looking, and for the night. And she said, sure, that's fine. So she took me in. So here I reached to my pocket, and I said to him, to the cab driver, I said, here. Because I had no clue what the currency was. And he said to me, put it back. I said, why? He said, no, you're going to need it. So I put it back in my pocket. He didn't take one single cent from me. And took my baggage inside the house and said to me, I want you to stay in this country. I want you to get your education. I came here to do my master. And after that, I want you to stay here and help our people, help our country. Now that was the thing. I said, he doesn't know me at all. He's not taking any money from me, and all he's asking me to stay in this country, get my education, and work and help our country. I said, oh, that's good. So next day, knock on the door. Okay, that's guy, the same cab driver. And he said to me, he said, how was your night? I said, yeah, that's fine, except I was cold. And because that was my first night in Canada, and I was shivering. And so he says, I just came by to ask you, are you okay? I said, I'm fine. He said, can I buy you coffee? I said, I don't drink coffee, I drink tea. And he said, well, I'll buy you tea. Anyway, so anyway, one thing which he said again, and he says, look, what came to my mind when you took out all the money in your hand, that you are a poor student, and the students are poor. You're going to need it, okay? Keep it, study hard, stay here, don't go away, and work and help our people. I remember that. Till that day, I started to help the immigrants. That was the start of my helping the people. You know, how he left such a fantastic impression on me that he doesn't know me, never met me, doesn't know my culture, doesn't know anything. But he came out and he said, I'm helping you. You have to help the other people. You have to stay here, work hard, and help our people. So this thing is all about just helping other people. Regardless, wherever you come from, we all are from different countries. As you know, Canada was made out of the immigrants back. And I'm very proud to be one of those immigrants, those who came and made something of myself. People say, well, it is hard when you come brand new, you do not speak your language, you don't speak language, you look different, of course, they're absolutely true. However, once you make up your mind that I want to become the part of this mosaic, and I'm going to work as hard as they can, and I'm going to prove it to them that I could be as good as they are. So as a result, I am one of the biggest real estate developer in Western Canada. And thanks God, I won 2 awards. I won in 2016, I won the award, the Entrepreneur of the Year. And the person who won a year before me, his name is Clive Bedon, the owner of the WestJet. Good friend of mine. He said to me, he says, I came at your award, and you did not come to my award. And I said, I did not know that. And he said, just want you to know that I beat you by 1 year. I said, okay, Clive, that's fine. You're Englishman, and I'm an East Indian. So that's the difference. So anyway, then 2 years after that, I won the award, the Western Canadian Businessman Hall of Fame. That is one of the most prestigious awards you can win among the businessmen. And there were 4 people, those who won, and I'm among one of them. And I'm very proud of that. And my family is very proud of it. So this is my number 5 award. And I'm so humbled. All of this recognition. You know, friends, it doesn't come without hardship. We have to work, we have to show, and we have to make sure that the other people recognize our ability, our capability, and our participation. So that's why I will request each and every one of you, please don't be shy. Don't sit back that I'm an East Indian, I'm a black, I'm Filipino, I'm this, that, I cannot get ahead. No, you can. You just have to work hard, and you can. So that's, I'm sorry, I was supposed to thank some people. Okay. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the RISE Award recipients. I'm sorry, I don't like to read it. I like to speak just, but anyways. So all the recipients of the RISE Awards, each of them are well-deserved, a testimony to your contribution to making the journey of our immigrants a little less hard, whatever it means. I would like to thank CPA for its generous support of RISE and of this Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you, CPA. I would like to sincerely thank EMCN, whose commitment, support, and efforts with those new to our country and community is inspiring. That's very true, it is. I would like to thank all my colleagues, both in business and personal, who I have had the pleasure to work with over 40 years and who have supported me for my business along the way. Finally, I would like to thank my family. Family comes first, right? And among them, the wife comes first. Happy wife, happy life. Thank you. Are you listening, honey? my wife of 55 years. 55 years. He's been on my side. All those years, raised our children, supported me. God mad at me when I'm not at home for dinner. But overall, we pulled through. Like most immigrants to this country, my story was not an easy one. I came here with very little money. To be exact, $375 in all told. With the dream to become a better life, to make a better life for myself. And with hard work and a lot of luck, and by the grace of God, I now stand here humbled by this recognition and honored to be among you and my fellow immigrants. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations once again on the well-deserved honor, and thank you to Minister Madhu for the presentation. With that being said, I want to say thank you once again to everyone who took the time to nominate these remarkable community members, to our jury selection committee, and to our long-standing award videographer, Tom Sorrell from Explore Edmonton, for his time and dedication in creating these memorable videos. Once again, I want to celebrate the amazing award recipients for whom tonight has been an honor. What an amazing group of individuals and organizations. Let's give them one last round of applause. This has truly been an incredible evening, and it's been an honor to share the stage with you tonight.
So you're not quitting yet? You come back next year? Okay. Okay, yeah. It has been absolutely amazing. A real testament to what a great city Edmonton is. I know that every year that I get to come back here, I feel blessed to be in this room and surrounded by these people. And I mean, the words that we just heard about go out and make your community a better place and go out and help somebody else. I'm inspired every time that I'm here in this room. So this year is no different. We do have some giveaways that we're going to get to. You want to tell the people about? I'll do this. You tell them about the centerpieces.
Yes, teamwork. All right, so you may have noticed on your table there are these beautiful floral centerpieces, and we would not let you go home without taking them with you. So I'm going to ask that you check your programs. One of you at the table will have a RISE sticker attached, sponsored by the C5 partners. For the lucky member who has a RISE sticker attached to their program, you'll be able to take your floral arrangement home. There's one more award that Josh is going to announce.
That's right. We have a lovely prize package from Staples. Tamiro, you want to draw that?
So the lucky recipient of this mysterious prize is Doris Diaz.
Come on up, Doris.
Doris, are you here? Doris? You're giving it away. That's all right. We'll try again. The lucky recipient is Samuel Juru. Are you here, Samuel? Okay.
Congratulations, and thank you to Staples for that. All right, we hope you've enjoyed this long-awaited, delayed, but not canceled 2022 RISE Awards. Have you enjoyed yourselves this evening? A huge congratulations once again to all of the awards recipients. I gotta say, it's really nice having music on stage with us as well, so give Imbira Renaissance another round of applause. So awesome to have the walk-on and the walk-off music. Thank you to all of our supporters, to the EMCN volunteers who made tonight happen. Congratulations to all of you on a successful evening, and thank you to all of you for attending. Now, we do have a little more performance for you. Imbira Renaissance is going to perform for a little bit, and then there's an after party. It's Friday night, right? Friday night. I haven't checked my phone yet, but I'm assuming the Oilers won, so we can celebrate. After Imbira Renaissance takes the stage, EMCN's own staff member Taro Hashimoto and his band, The Seeds, will play. Tamiro, thank you. Fantastic job. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been our honor. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you again next year. For now, we'll turn it to Imbira Renaissance.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Tamiro. I just want to introduce our final song. It's called Urombo, and it is a song that celebrates community. And so I just want to thank the EMCN for creating this wonderful community and for inviting us into the community once again. We are so happy to be here. We had a lovely time, and we hope to see you all again next year. Thank you very much. I encourage you to please hang around for the seeds. I heard them in sound check and they sound amazing. Have a good night.
Hello, everybody. So glad you are here. Give a round for Mabir Renaissance again. They were awesome. Give a round of applause to all the winners. And give a round of applause to everybody else. Come on. Today we're doing a little, this is, you know what Filipino saying is no party without lechon. And that's not possible here, okay? But there's no party without dancing.
Dancing.
So let's dance. Let's get our body moving. I got my little man here. He's gonna show us some moves, and let's just have fun. Today, this song we're just gonna do a little sound check, but get your little groove going, and let's hit it.
This song.
Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. My own beliefs are in my song. The butcher, the banker, the drummer, and then makes no difference what group I'm in. Everyday people, yeah.
There is a blue one that doesn't like the green one. Who's living with the fat one, just trying to be the skinny one. Different strokes for different strokes. And so on and so on. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby.
We gotta live together. Better, neither are you. We're all the same, no matter who. Like you hate me, you know me, and then can't figure out the bag of me. I am everyday people. Yeah, yeah.
There is a long hair who doesn't like the short hair. For being such a rich one, won't look at the poor one. Different strokes for different folks. So on and so on. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby. Sha-sha.
We gotta live together.
Sha-sha.
There is a yellow one who won't accept the black one, who won't accept the red one, who won't accept the white one. Different strokes for different folks. And so on and so on. It's Scooby-Dooby-Dooby. We gotta live together. I am everyday people. Yeah, yeah. I am everyday people. One more time, one more time. I am everyday people. Ooh, give it up for my little man. What's your name again, man? Naya! Woo! Is sound okay, everybody? The sound check's okay? Or we're gonna do a little groovy song before I get to the dance part, so you can let the food digest a little bit. All right? sing with us. By the rivers of Babylon.
Rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we were. We remembered Zion. By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we were. When we remembered Zion.
Oh, the wicked man carry us away captivity.
Cry from us a song. How can we sing a song in a strange land of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we were, when we remembered Zion.
Oh, the wicked one
Carry us away captivity, require from us a song. How can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we were, when we remembered Zion. By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we were, when we remembered Zion. As the wicked one carry us away captivity, require from us a song. How can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? Oh, the wicked one carry us away captivity, require from us a song. How can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Give it up for the little guy. Come on, give it up. That's great, thank you. Yes, sir. What's your name again? Give it up for Naya! Okay, this is where the Syrians dancing is happening, so if you want to dance, come on up. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I see you really want to, but you're like, I don't know if I can. It's okay. I can't dance either. You can probably dance better than me. If you know this song, sing with us, all right? Says, straight on soft the middle now. Why am I soft the middle now? Rest of my life is so hard.
I need a photo opportunity. I want a shot of redemption. Don't want to spend my whole life in a cartoon graveyard. Bone digger, ducks in the moonlight. Far away in my well-lit room. Mr. Beer, get these smuts away from me now. I don't find this stuff amusing anymore. Woo! If you'll be my bodyguard, I will be your long-lost pal. I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me, you can call me. Man walks down the street, said, got a little short of attention, got a short little span of attention. Oh, my nights are so long. I need a photo opportunity. I want a shot of redemption. I want to find a role model. My role model is gone, gone. He ducked back down the alley with some roly-poly little fat-faced girl. All along, there were incidents and accidents. There were hints and allegations. If you be my bodyguard, I could be your long-lost pal. I got some over there. I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me, you can call me out, call me out. If we're a Toro, hush your I will be your long-lost pal. I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me, you can call me out. Who believes this here? Who believes this here? All right, I go down. There's a table over there. I want you right on the flag, right on the flag. Right over here, right over here. Right, I got pens over here. Write something down. And we'll play it at the end. Go on. Don't be shy. Write down your voice. Something makes you you. Get some wrecking. Please, check out the flag. Write something, because your voice does matter, all right?
This is a man that will put on a show. Even no matter how many people are here, there's 12 people left. He's putting on a show for you guys. Just give him a big hand for putting on that show. That's amazing. Great job.
Thank you guys.
Jeremiah, you're a superstar.
I think I'm going to
gonna take this one. This first. We got the smooth brother Nigel. Give him a round of applause. Come on. We're two brave souls. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and the world is gonna be a lovely day. Impossible to face. Those who are in front of me always seem to find their way. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, just one look at you, and the world it's gonna be impossible to face. And those who are in front of me always seem to find their way. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna somebody who can sing loudest note. I'll give you a prize, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lovely day. We're a lovely day tonight.
people. That's great. You guys are great.
Yeah, if he comes up and dances. Okay, we got one last chance. One last chance to sign the flag. One last chance. This is for all the Somalians. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Oh! When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back. To a throne, stronger than Rome, but violent prone, all people's own. But it's my home, all I have known, where I got grown, streets we would roam. Out of the darkness, I found the strongest, out of the hardest survivor. Learn from these streets, it can be bleak, accept no defeat, surrender defeat. Oh, we're struggling, fighting to ease, and we're wondering when we'll be free, so we patiently wait for that fateful day. It's not far away. For now we say, when I get older, I will be stronger. I'll be freedom, just like a waving flag. Then it goes back, then it goes back, then it goes back. Oh, so many wars, settling scores, leaving us promises, leaving us all. I heard them say, love is the way, love is the answer. That's what they say. But look how they change.
be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Right now, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Oh, oh, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Right now, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Mama, take this badge from me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Right now, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Right now, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Oh, oh, oh. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Someone. Someone told me long ago there is a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say it'll rain a sunny day. I know shining down like water. You know the song, sing with me. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yeah! I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Tell me, when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. I'll help you to carry your load. It won't be long. You're gonna need somebody to lean on. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long.
Thank you so much, everybody. We don't want to take too much time because the workers, give a round of applause to all the workers. Clean it up. Come on, come on, come on. Thanks for having us. Have a great night. Thanks for celebrating the beauty and diversity in our city. Have a good one. Kiss your neighbor, or hug their dog, or do what you gotta do to spread some love, to spread some, sing your heart out, to spread some beauty to all, always be happy, to spread a smile. Thank you, thank you. My mom was a cleaner, so cleaners, I will give you a vote. Do you want us to sing one more song? Who wants one more song? Who doesn't want one more song? I feel bad for all the cleaners. You guys are awesome. You guys are heroes. Okay, how about you were cleaning up? We'll do one song to ease the move and clean up. We'll help you after. There was a guy named Blast off the beat, living in the valley, his 4-star suite, staring at the river and asking, why don't you take me? There was a guy named First off the beat. She lived in a tower of her dreams, but silently she screams, why don't you take me? The sea is for everyone, every color, every tribe, every tongue, every dance, and every song. The sea for everyone, every color, every tribe, every tongue, every dance, and every song. The city's for you in this table. The city's for you in the back. The city is for you, and even me. So we sing, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la. Every color, every tribe, every tongue, every dance, and every song. The sea is for everyone. Every color, every tribe, every tongue, every dance, and every song. Come on! Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la. everyone, but we can't get along. We sing around to this one more song. Grass is green, mosquitoes are meeting, and the angels sing this song. A chorus of beauty crying out to sing this song. Come on! Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la.
Jeremiah's just helping put things away now. He's just become one of the people that's putting stuff away. We're all gonna help you. Wait a minute, no we're not. We gotta put our stuff away.
Thanks for having us, everybody. We really appreciate it. Come on. We got Nigel, Smooth Nigel on the keys.